I just saw a clip that absolutely blew my mind. I had no idea how much George Lucas used and basically copied some films from the 1950s and 60s. Everything you're about to see in this clip is from two movies George Lucas basically copied. The first one is called Dam Busters, and the second one is called 617 Squadron. Here we go.
Only 2 meters wide.
Drop a 10-ton bomb from 40,000 feet that would seal itself in the roots of the wall. Well, the shock waves would be tremendous. A real earthquake.
But could you hit a target that size from 8 miles up?
Switch to targeting computer.
Just keep watching, folks.
Your bomb aimer keeps his eye to this little peephole. And when these two nails at the end of the arms are in direct alignment with the towers, then you'll be exactly 600 yards from the wall. And
It gets crazy.
All wings reporting.
Okay, leader.
Standing by.
Hello, Ed Mother. Are you there?
Standing by.
I'm here, leader.
Standing by.
Here, leader.
Standing by.
Here, leader.
Standing by.
Here, leader. Standing by. Here, leader. Here, leader.
Look at the size of that thing.
My goodness, it's big, isn't it? Can we really break that?
I'm going to cut across the axis and try and draw their fire.
I'll fly across the dam as you make your run and try and draw the flag off you. Okay, thanks, leader.
This is Gold.
Are you hearing this?
Leader, we're starting our attack run.
I'm going into attack.
How many guns do you think, Gold 5?
Say about 20 guns. Some
Listen
on
to
the
this.
surface, some on the towers.
How many guns do you think there are, Trevor?
I stated about 10 guns. Some in the field and some in the towers.
That is like almost a verbatim copy.
It's too late, Skipper. It's too late.
That is crazy.
I reckon you should be able to see it by now.
It's away!
Negative.
It didn't go in.
Just impacting on the surface.
It's gone! We've done it!
We haven't. It's still there. Hey there.
I just lost my starboard engine.
Hey, Popsy, are you hit? Starboard wing. But we're all right. We can make it. You've got the last bomb, Les, so take your time.
How crazy was that? I mean, it just wasn't matching the action. It was actually literally copying the dialogue in multiple places. All of the thoughts and ideas that he got for the entire trench run, the attack on the Death Star, came from these two movies. He used them explicitly. The first movie, called Dam Busters, is a classic British war film released in 1955, directed by Michael Anderson. The movie recounts the true story of Operation Chastise, a daring raid conducted by the Royal Air Force during World War II, led by Wing Commander Guy Gibson. The second movie, 617 Squadron, also known as Operation Crossbow in some regions, is a 1963 British war film also directed by Michael Anderson. I guess George liked Michael Anderson. The movie is loosely based on the true events and focuses on the exploits of the Royal Air Force's 617 Squadron during World War II. So now that we know a little bit about these two movies, what do we know about the influence, or what influenced George to actually write and make Star Wars? First, you got to start with the mythology of Joseph Campbell. Lucas was heavily influenced by Joseph Campbell's theories on myth and the hero's journey. You also know that George Lucas was heavily influenced by Flash Gordon in serials. He spoke about that extensively. Akira Kurosawa's films. George Lucas drew from the works of Japanese filmmakers like Kurosawa, particularly films like The Hidden Fortress. Science fiction and fantasy literature also had an impact on Lucas. Lucas was an avid reader of science fiction and fantasy literature. Works by authors such as Isaac Asimov, Edgar Rice Burroughs, and Frank Herbert provided him with ideas for world building. George was also impacted by his own personal experiences and his interest. His fascination with technology, spirituality, and the struggle between good and evil are evident throughout the saga. And last but not least, there is some cultural and political context that also influenced George Lucas in Star Wars. The cultural and political landscape of the 1970s, including the Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal, influenced Lucas's worldview and the themes he explored in Star Wars. But nobody ever talks about these two movies that he literally copied scene for scene, word for word. Does that cheapen Star Wars for you? It doesn't me. Star Wars will always be what it is, but man, maybe George ought to give these people a little bit more credit than he does? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you seen this before, or was this as shocking to you as it was me? Thanks for being here. We are UR Echo Base Network. See you on the next one.